Why are aliens always trying to get on our backs? Let's get to it, shall we?
Will you stop the clatter, you bubble-headed booby?
The Outer Limits.
Three unassuming men have been recruited to join a shadowy organization called the Invisibles. They are taken to a secluded barracks where they learn the truth about the organization, that it is an invasion force of symbiotic alien lifeforms that seek to make hosts out of the rich and powerful. The three men in question, though, are neither rich nor powerful, so they've been chosen as human agents to help the cause without being hosts themselves. While an annoying guard plays Steve McQueen on the wall outside, they get inoculated against the alien symbiotes.
We call them symbiotes.
Then the leader of the Invisibles leaves the room in mid-sentence.
But if your body has resisted the inoculation,
Rude. Later, when the first man, Castle, gets his inoculation tested, he becomes an incomplete symbiote, a broken, humbacked, zombie-like wretch. The other two, Spain and Planeta, bond over their situation, and even though the plan is to have them move to different cities and never see each other again, they try to become friends. When this Igor-looking dude comes knocking to take Planeta to his inoculation test, Planeta resists. But Spain persuades Igor to let the two men get tested together. After both men pass their tests, which take place in a makeshift morgue for some reason, Spain sneaks out of the barracks and meets with another man outside the perimeter, where the surprise reveal is that Spain is, in fact, a secret government agent sent to infiltrate the Invisibles. Spain passes along information and formulates a plan to use a secret phone number in the future, which he will also pass along to Planeta. He then makes fun of his fellow agent's wardrobe.
Hey, John, you're gonna catch cold in those wet boots.
Back in the morgue, Spain and Planeta are taught how to implant a symbiote into a human body, and Spain realizes to his horror that the dead body they practice on is his fellow agent. With no choice but to stick to the plan, Spain tells Planeta about the phone number and is sent on his mission to assimilate an important general, General Clark, while disguised as his wife's chauffeur. He then meets up with... Holy crap, is that Richard Dawson? Who openly admits to being another Invisible, there to watch over Spain and make sure he completes his mission. While driving Mrs. Clark into town, he fakes a breakdown and hurries to the nearest phone booth. For the younger people in the audience, these were little structures that were just placed here and there that were designed for people to make phone calls before cell phones were a thing. They were also pretty handy for quick superhero wardrobe changes. Richard Dawson then arranges a meeting between Spain and the General, in which Spain fails to implant the alien symbiote and discovers that General Clark is already an Invisible and that Spain was the real prize all along. Now that the General has confirmed Spain's identity as a secret agent, he plans to put the symbiote in him and have a double agent inside the agency. However, the human side of the General starts to break through, giving Spain just enough time to make a run for it, where he then finds out why Mrs. Clark needs a driver. He awakens back in the house, where he's apparently been treated by Nurse Annie Wilkes. But with Mrs. Clark's help, he manages to escape again and meet up with Planeta, who reveals that his target was also Spain. He also whines a fair bit.
When I like somebody, when they trick me, I just want to beat them up and beat them up till they're all beat up.
Conflicted, Planeta leaves the symbiote on the ground and runs away, but as the creature makes its way to Spain, the man, not the country, Planeta changes his mind and tries to help by falling to his death. Spain is then rescued by other agents, while the narrator cheekily suggests that secret agents are the true Invisibles among us. I enjoy it when The Outer Limits dabbles in spy stories, even if the plots get kinda ridiculous. This episode isn't quite as good as the one with the clay-face Asian infiltrators from the beginning of the season, but it is a good ride that has more than a few shades of Heinlein's The Puppet Masters. It's also got friggin' Richard Dawson in it, so that automatically makes it worth your time. And that's all I have on The Invisibles. Now, as always, do all those YouTube-y things, check out my Patreon, and all that other good stuff. But until next time, this is The Unapologetic Geek, telling you to never be ashamed of what you love, as long as you're not hurting anybody.
I'll keep Mrs. Clark downstairs until 12 or so. I play fine piano and I know all the sad songs.